lesson for 10th standard, and I'm starting with relative pronouns. You've already seen what relative pronouns are in standard 9. So I'm just going to brush them up before I proceed to other topics. So we've already seen what is qui, que, dans and ou. Okay? And we have also seen that there are sentences which can be linked. For example, we have sentence number 1, A. Okay? Pierre habite à Margao. Okay? And I have another one, Pierre est mon ami. Now I have two sentences here. A, Pierre habite à Margao. B, Pierre est mon ami. Now what is common here? If we see, Pierre is common. So we can link these two sentences and make sentence number 3. So we can say Pierre qui habite à Margao est mon ami. Pierre qui habite à Margao est mon ami. Or we can also say, this is C1. This one can be done in two ways. Pierre qui est mon ami habite à Margao. So here we have sentence A, Pierre habite à Margao. Sentence B, Pierre est mon ami. So I am linking them on this common factor which is Pierre. Pierre qui habite à Margao est mon ami. And I can also do it in another way. Pierre qui est mon ami habite à Margao. So if you see here, Pierre is the subject. Pierre is the subject because he is doing the work of living in Margao, and here also he is the subject. So since the common word happens to be the subject, we can do it in two ways. So Pierre qui habite à Margao est mon ami, and Pierre qui est mon ami habite à Margao. Now we go on to the next one. So I have given you an example of qui. Now we go to a sentence where we have object. Here I have my A which is set on leave, and I have my B, tu me l'as donné. So can you see that there is a common factor here because this le happens to be leave. Set on leave. This is a book. You gave it to me. So what is this it? The book. So here also it is common. So we can relate these two and make a C. So how will I make it? I will say that c'est un livre que tu m'as donné. So here I am using que. Why am I using que? Because it happens to be the object. This is a book. You gave it to me. What did you give me? A book. So it answers your question, what? So it happens to be an object. So when it's an object, we use que. So we have seen the use of que. Now I will just brush up your third example. I have a Pierre. B. So père est médecin. Now my A is c'est Pierre. My B is son père est médecin. Here also these two sentences happen to be linked. On what? This is Pierre. His father is doctor. So whose father am I talking about? Pierre's father. So there is a common factor which we come to know from son père. So how will I link these two and make us see? I will say c'est Pierre dont le père est médecin. This is Pierre, whose father is a doctor. So dont happens to be whose in this case. So we have seen the use of dont. It is used when you show possession. The father who happens to be a doctor is Pierre's father. So Pierre is, it's a possession. So here we use dont. Now we go to the last one. Now, qui, que, dont and où are known as simple relative pronouns. Pronom relative simple. They are known as pronom relative simple. So I'll give you an example where we can use où. Here my A happens to be B happens to be Panaji est loin de Margao. J'étais né à cette ville. So, Panaji is far from Margao. I was born in this city. So, I can make us see here because we are talking about place. Now, which is the common thing here? I happen to talk about Panaji. Panaji is far from Margao. I was born in this city. So, I can say Panaji où j'étais né est loin de Margao. So here I am using où. Panaji, where I was born, is far from Margao. So we have seen the use of où. This is used where we are talking about where the common factor happens to be a place. So this qui is used when the common factor happens to be a subject. Que is used when the common factor happens to be an object. Dont is used when we are showing possession. And où is used when we are talking about a place. Now, the use of où is again done if we are talking about time. I will show you the other example where où can be used when we are talking about time. saying here, je suis né le lundi. I was born on a Monday. Ce lundi, il faisait beau. That Monday, it was fine weather. So what is common here? This Monday. Monday is time. We are talking of one particular Monday when it was fine weather and I was born. So how will we link this? We will link this using who again. So I will say, je suis né le lundi où il faisait beau. So I was born on a Monday when it was fine weather. So instead of using quand, we are using où, because quand is not a relative pronoun. So où can be used for place as well as time. So these four are simple relative pronouns. Prono-relative sample. Now, before I proceed to prono-relative composite, complex relative pronouns, I want to talk about adjectives. So right now I have taught you ki, ke, do and who. I have just brushed them up. You have already seen them last year in 9th standard. So before I go to relative pronouns which are complex, I will just tell you about adjectives, interrogative adjectives. For example, quel garçon. Quel garçon means which boy. Now, quel here refers to which. Now, in case you are talking about a girl, then quel becomes Q-U-E-L-L-E. Quelle fille. So here it becomes which girl. So quelle for masculine singular, quelle with a double L-E for feminine singular. The same thing if we are talking about plural, I would have said quel garçon. Which boys. And the same thing here, fille. Which girls. So here this quel, this and this, these are known as interrogative adjectives. They help you, they are adjectives, they are qualifying the noun, but they are helping you to ask a question. Which boy, which boys, which girl, which girls. So why I am teaching you this is because we are going to learn about lequel, laquelle, lesquels and lesquelles. These which are formed using quel, and quel. Just by using what? Adding a article le, la, le and le. And these happen to be relative pronouns and they are complex relative pronouns. So now we will be going and seeing what lequel, laquelle, lesquels, lesquelles imply. Now again I am giving you two sentences. My sentence A. My sentence B. इसमें? J'ai deux amis. I have two friends. Quel ami tu aimes? Which friend you like? So what is common here? Friend is common. How do we know it's common? Because we are talking about the friend. I have two friends. Which friend you like? So how will I relate these two and make us see? So I will say I have two friends. J'ai deux amis. Lequel tu aimes? Without using an ami again, I am using lequel. So here lequel happens to be which one. Which one you like? I have two friends. Which one you like? So this one is a relative pronoun. It means which one. When it means which one, we are talking about the friend. So in case this friend happened to be a girl, j'ai deux amis, then I would have used laquelle. Suppose it was j'ai deux amis. I have two friends or girls. Which one you like? So here laquelle happens to be feminine. Have you understood? Now I am changing this A and B to show you the use of plurals. So instead of what have I said? Voici des livres. Here are 10 books. Quel livre tu veux? Which books you want? Which books do you want? Here are 10 books. Which books do you want? So what is common here? What am I talking of? I am talking of books. This is the common factor. So instead of using books again, how can I bypass that word and use a relative pronoun? I will say voici des livres lesquels tu veux. So here lesquels refers to books. And since it is masculine plural, it is lesquels. Now, instead of books, suppose I had suppose my A was, here are 10 chalks. Now, my B was, which chalks you want? Now chalks happens to be feminine. So which one, how will you use? You will say here are 10 chalks, which ones you want? So lesquels with a double L-E-S is feminine plural. So you have seen lequel, laquelle, lesquels, and lesquels. Four forms of the relative pronoun which is composite, complex relative